Today I fucked up by showing up to work half naked. You know that reoccurring dream everyone talks about where you're suddenly in school, or at work, naked, in front of everyone? Well, half of that happened today. So today I woke up and I looked at the time and I was running way behind, so I hastily grabbed some clothes and run to the shower. As soon as I'm out of the shower I realize I didn't grab a shirt, but I needed to go start the car ASAP as it was 12 degrees outside where I live, so I throw on my coat, go start the car, and come back inside to finish getting ready. Now this is where I really fucked up. Instead of immediately going to get a shirt, I continued getting all of my things gathered up and ready to go to work. Because I was running behind, I didn't think to take off my coat, which would have made it pretty obvious that I was missing something, and I ran around frantically finishing my morning until I had entirely forgotten that I was not wearing a shirt. Maybe 10 minutes later I figured the car is probably warm enough to go. I'm a coat, lol, and I'm gonna be late if I don't leave immediately, so I go hop in the car and head on my way. Here's the thing, it took me an hour to get to work, because the roads had gotten pretty bad from all the snow, and it's already about 40 minutes away normally. At no point in this hour did I realize my error. So I make it into my office, get through security, sit down at my desk and unzip my coat, and I immediately realize from the rush of cool air hitting my bare chest that I fucked up. I snatched my coat closed, and my eyes darted around the room in all directions like a chameleon looking for a meal. It seems like nobody noticed my grave mistake, so I quickly zipped it back up, and left without saying anything to anyone. As a result, I didn't get back to work until 9:30, about 2.5 hours later. Too long didn't read. Today I fucked up by showing up to my office half naked and proceeded to strip in front of my co-workers, who luckily did not see. I've accidentally done this. I worked at a boys and girls club in college. I threw on a hoodie that morning with nothing underneath. No big deal. My hoodie was soft and t-shirts are constraining. So I get to work with children, and realize my hoodie has nothing underneath it. Fortunately I always kept a spare work shirt in the car because children. But you're not alone. You pretty much have to warm your car up in the morning here in Eastern Canada. Otherwise you might as well ride your deep freezer to work. -41 with wind chill here in Saskatchewan today. Pumping gas had my eyelashes freezing together. This is where experience and field work come into play. There is always a bag in the trunk with a shirt or two inside, in case that lunch burrito explodes and you look like a doofus all day. Lesson learned, my friend, smiley face. Fist. You know, I have actually thought about this since. Though I just might begin doing this. I have other emergency utilities, but really haven't experienced any kind of clothes emergency since I was a child, so I've never really thought about it. That's a good one, lol. It's unfortunately very real, too. And it actually did happen this morning. I have to ask, smiley face, are you a male or a female? Male. Today I fucked up teaching my toddler where her teeth are. So this happened about a month ago and I'm 40 meters, just now able to write about it without shuddering. My 17-month-old toddler has been learning about different parts of body at daycare. So every time I change her I go through different parts of the face asking where her eyes are, then where daddy's eyes are, and she points at them and touches them and so on. She does this with teeth too, and I let her touch my teeth when ask where daddy's teeth are, etc. Hence the FU. I just changed her and let her run off in her diaper while I put the cream and stuff away. She was in the kitchen just running around the island and then squatting down. She was still touching her teeth, so I asked her where daddy's teeth are. She came over to me and touched my teeth, rubbing the front two teeth with her pointer and middle finger. Then she touched her teeth with her other hand. She walked off and went about her business, and I felt a foreign substance on my teeth. I looked in the mirror and sure enough, she had stuck her hand that she used to touch daddy's teeth in her freshly changed but even more freshly soiled diaper before rubbing her fingers all over my teeth, covering them in poop. I gagged, I spit, I gagged some more, and I died inside a little while my so was laughing uncontrollably the entire time. It was terrible for me but hysterical for everyone else including our 4-year-old. Too long didn't read, my toddler innocently, or maliciously, smeared her poop in my mouth. Edit, thanks for the silver kind stranger. Edit 2, wow, thanks for all the awards and comments everyone! Exclamation mark. You learned one of the most valuable lessons a parent can learn: never let a child touch you without inspecting their hands. Hence the FU. Never let children put their hands in their mouth or anyone else's. This is a story your daughter will tell her grandchildren and they will laugh their lungs out. This is also a story my so will tell all our friends and family all the time and they always laugh their lungs out, smiley face. Reads the title. Reads the too long didn't read, I fucking gotta read this one. What's up with kids always pooping in a fresh diaper? Mine did that as well, both of them. Seriously. She's notorious for waiting until we change her before letting it rip. Today I fucked up by helping my girlfriend's 7-year daughter choose a Valentine's Day card without reading it properly. Oh god, this was so bad. So I, F30, took my girlfriend's daughter E7 to the shops to get some eggs, so we could make her mom breakfast in bed for Valentine's Day. We weren't doing Valentine's gifts this year but E and I decided to grab some chocolates and cards to make it a bit special anyway. In the checkout line E picks a cute card sporting a pug in a unicorn outfit. On the front I read to her that it says on Valentine's Day you make me feel like a unicorn. Adorbs, let's get it. I pick one with llamas on, all very wholesome. We get home and she goes to write in the card as I'm packing the groceries away. Then here I think this says happy and horny. What did you say? It says happy and horny. Does it? Oh let me see. Yep, the inside of the card that this little kid is about to give her mum is suddenly the most inappropriate sentiment and I must now act fast, but have no idea what to do in this situation. My lame response was something like ah yep it does because unicorns have horns. Haha how silly. Dying inside, do not ask me any further questions. Somehow she happily accepts this answer and finishes her message, holds up her cute drawing of the three of us and the dogs and cat for me to see, and all I'm staring at is this giant cursive obnoxious horny taking up 50% of the card. Too late, let's give it to her. And she grabs the chocolates and runs to the bedroom, with me close behind wondering how the hell I'm going to rescue this dumpster fire of a card as she is definitely going to get there first. If you've met a 7-year-old, you'll know they don't stop talking, especially this one. So while my girlfriend is opening the envelope, he is jabbering about how she picked the chocolates and which ones are her favorites and I'm trying to make eye contact because I cannot get a word in and all I want to tell her is how I didn't read the card in the store, but she doesn't hear and now she's reading the message and her eyes go super wide and she looks at me, he looks at her. I make a final attempt to be super casual and say we didn't read the card in the store and finally she gets it and bursts out laughing, as do I. Oops. Why are you laughing mama, don't you like it? Fuck. Luckily my girlfriend is an amazing mum and grabbed E in a huge hug, told her that she loved it so much and it's perfect, while the two of us made eye contact and completely lost it in silent giggles. All good, he was happy, there were no further questions about what horny meant, and we all had a lovely Valentine's Day breakfast. Lesson learned, never buy a card without reading the inside. TL, doctor, didn't pay enough attention and my girlfriend's daughter bought her a Valentine's card that said you make me feel happy and horny. Edit, holy cow platinum. Thank you, I'll be saving this post and all the comments to show her in the future too. Don't worry, op, in 10 years this memory and realization will randomly pop into E's head at an inopportune time. Yep, one day she will learn this word and she will immediately remember the card, she has too good of a memory to hope she forgets. It better bloody be when she's 17. Once bought my dad a card that said now that I'm about to be a father too. I was not in fact, about to have a child. Read past the cover people. It'll be great when she describes unicorns as horny to someone, or when the teacher asks what they did during the weekend. I feel sure that I've told this story on some sub before, but it fits well here, so here it goes. When I was 15, I used to babysit for a family with a 3-year-old. One day I came to babysit and the mom was running late and making the children sandwiches for lunch before she left. When they would refuse their food, their mom always just let them have peanut butter sandwiches since they were their favorites. So mom is slapping together these sandwiches and the 3-year-old boy says no. Wanted like Blame King makes it, with a hard on. I freeze and his mom is looking at me quite pointedly for some kind of answer. As a side note, I had walked in on this woman's husband watching porno with his 3-year-old son in the room before, so my first thought was that he had picked up a term he shouldn't have and was somehow relating it to me. His mom continued to look at me, my mind was racing and it started to get very uncomfortable. So I said, Byron, why don't you come over here and show your mommy how I make it? He got up and walked over to the sandwich his mother was making, and with his finger drew a heart into the peanut butter. I've never breathed a bigger sigh of relief in my life. Sorry, why was this man watching porn with his child? Apparently I got my mom a happy 80th birthday mug when I was a little kid, because it had cats on it. My dad said to her as I was giving it, remember that she can't read yet, she doesn't know what the mug says.